Good morning, children. This is Shobana from Sir Isaac Newton School, Papa Kovil. Hope you are having a happy holidays at home. Stay safe and stay healthy. And in this quarantine period, let us make use of this by learning something. Okay? The lesson we are going to see online today is changes around us. There are so many changes around us. Okay? Now we are going to see about what are the changes which are occurring chemically around us. Okay, in this lesson we are going to see about chemical reaction, chemical changes, physical changes, how the chemical changes and chemical reactions, physical changes and physical reactions are taking place, and what are the based on contact, solution, heat, light and electricity and catalyst, what are the chemical changes are going to occur, and we are going to see about effects of chemical reactions which are occurring in day-to-day life, and chemical changes in during a chemical reaction, and what are the observation and inference which are going to happen during a chemical reaction. Hope this lesson will be a very interesting lesson for you all. Please listen carefully, and if you have any doubt, please don't hesitate to ask me. Okay. A boy of 8th standard visited Qutub Minar. Hope you have learned about Qutub Minar in history. Okay, it is in Delhi and it is about 1500 years old, and it has a big iron pillar. Okay, it is made up of iron, and its age is 1500 years. Okay, he was thinking about why the iron pillar has not rusted for more than 5500 years. One day he noticed milk turn into curd, and he wondered how it is happening. Okay, iron, if we keep iron in the sunlight, or when it is exposed to oxygen or moisture, or it is exposed to the surroundings environment, because of the moisture present in the environment, the iron will rust. Okay, if we keep milk outside in our kitchen, but not kept in fridge, it will become curd. Okay, all these changes are happening because of some chemical reactions between the rust and the moisture, between the milk and the oxygen or microorganisms which are present in the environment. Okay, as you studied in 7th standard, there are some changes also. Okay, we have seen in 7th standard what are physical changes, what are chemical changes, and burning of paper, digestion of food, turning of milk into curd. Okay, we have seen about these changes. Okay, and now we are going to see in detail about these changes. Okay, in this lesson, we are going to see about melting of ice. We can see some physical or chemical changes. Melting of ice, ripening of fruits, rusting of iron, spoilage of food, burning of wood. So, here are some changes given here. Okay, these are some changes are temporary and some changes are permanent changes. Some changes are reversible and some changes are irreversible changes. Some changes are due to new substance. I'm sorry, some changes gives us new substance, and some changes will not give us new substance. Okay, these are the things which are going to discuss, which we are going to discuss in this lesson. Okay, let us step into the topic chemical changes. Chemical changes, or otherwise called as chemical reactions. Chemical changes are happening because of chemical reactions, because one or more substances undergo reaction to form one or more new substances. The things which are reacting are called as reactants, and the things which we get after the reactants are called as products. See, before the chemical reaction it is called as reactants, and after the chemical reaction it is called as products. Okay, this is very important, and you just keep have a clear idea about this, what is reactant and what is product. In a society, people live in different conditions. not under same conditions. Likewise, all chemical reactions will not occur in all conditions. As if we want to make tea, what are the reactants we are going to prepare a tea? What? Milk, tea powder, sugar. Okay, these three ingredients are necessary to prepare tea. If we take a vessel, put some milk in it, put some tea powder in it, and put some sugar in it, will we get tea? No, we cannot get tea because we have to boil the milk. Okay, then only we have to put the tea powder. Then it should boil for some minutes and then we have to put the sugar. So in this reaction to occur, what we need heat energy. So not all the chemical reactions occur in all the climatic conditions or conditions. Okay, for every chemical reaction to take place, certain specific conditions is required. Do you know what are the conditions required for a chemical reaction? What are the conditions to for for a chemical reactions? Some important conditions are required. What are the conditions is given here? Physical contact. Okay, the tea powder should have in physical contact with milk, and solution of reactants, electricity, heat, light, catalyst. Okay, for example, I have given you the preparation of tea. So, likewise, physical contact is necessary for a chemical reaction to take place. Solution of reactants is important. Electricity, if needed, not all the conditions are important. At least these conditions, in one or two conditions, should be applied. Electricity, some chemical reactions will happen only if we pass electricity. Hydrogen plus oxygen will not give just like that water. We should pass electricity, then only we will give water. Okay, it is a big process, and we need current to be passed into that. Okay, then only reaction will occur. Heat is necessary for some reactions, light is necessary for some reactions, and catalyst. All the chemical reactions will not occur spontaneously. It should need a catalyst to induce the process, that is called as catalyst. Let us discuss the conditions that are necessary to carry out a chemical reaction with one or two examples. First one, when dry wood come into contact with fire, it burns with the help of oxygen to form carbon dioxide, which is given out as smoke. Okay, if we want to burn a dry wood, we need oxygen and carbon dioxide, which is given out as smoke. Then only the wood will burn. Next one, when a matchstick is rubbed on the sides of a matchbox, the chemical reaction takes place to form heat, light and smoke. Okay, when we have a contact with the matchstick and the matchbox, the matchstick will be in contact with the matchbox and it will give light and smoke. Okay, then when quick lime, what is quick lime? Calcium oxide. Calcium oxide comes into contact with water, it forms calcium hydroxide. Calcium oxide. So these are some examples for chemical reactions. Okay, from the above reactions, we can conclude that certain chemical reactions takes place only when the reactants are brought in contact with each other. So physical contact is necessary for a chemical reaction to occur. Okay, next one we are going to see about chemical reactions based on solution of reactants. Okay, do you like coffee? Yes. How coffee is prepared? So, as your mother does, when milk is mixed with coffee decoction, the color of milk and decoction changes due to chemical reaction. Your mother adds enough sugar to make it taste. Okay, milk, coffee decoction and sugar. Okay, just if we keep milk here, coffee powder here and sugar solution here, it will not make the coffee. It will not make a coffee. Then we have to make physical contact and it should be become a solution, and then only it will mix together and it will form coffee. Likewise, when we mix two substances reactant in solution form, the chemical reaction takes place to form new substance. Okay, the reactants in this process are milk, coffee decoction and sugar. It forms coffee. The coffee is the product. For example, take small amount of solid, silver nitrate and sodium chloride. It is a chemical. Do you observe any change? No, the reaction in solid, silver nitrate and sodium chloride in solid state will not react together. If we make this as solution, and if we mix the solution, silver nitrate solution reacts with sodium chloride to form a white precipitate, silver chloride and sodium nitrate solution. From the above reaction, we can understand that all the reactions will not occur in solid state, it will occur in solution state. Not all the reactions, but some reaction, if it is in a solution state only, it will occur. So we have seen about two things. One is physical contact and second one is solution. These are the two things which we have seen in this lesson. Okay, so in this lesson what we have learned, let us have a look. Changes around us, what are the changes around us? And we have seen rusting of iron, making of curd from milk. Okay, and we have seen about temporary changes and permanent changes. We have reversible changes, irreversible changes, new substance and no new substance while a chemical reaction is going on. And we have seen what are reactants and we have seen what are products and what are the things which should be followed while making a chemical reaction, while involving a chemical reaction: physical contact, solution of reactants, electricity, heat and light, catalyst. Okay, in this lesson we have seen about physical contact. In this session we have seen about physical contact and solution of reaction. In the next sessions we will go with electricity, heat, light and catalyst. Hope you have understand this lesson. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. In the end of the lesson I will be giving assessment, and please try to understand it carefully. Thank you.